Okay, guys, again, welcome to the huddle. In case you don't know who I am Beth Glardy. And we're just so excited about this group that we have called Green is the New Black. Obviously, hopefully you kind of caught the play on words, Black Friday being Friday. And since we've already had an incredible, stellar Black Friday event with Arbonne, we all as your leaders decided to come up with something that would be in addition to what we already have. I will say this, that there is a Black Friday special from Arbonne coming that's Black Friday only, not before and not after. And I can't tell you what that is, but it will be emphasized big time within this group and of course outside the group too. But we want to share with you guys a few tips on how to make the most of this group and also guys on how to add more. And I want you guys to think about this group is depending on how many people that say yes to you to be in the group. Let's say you have 50 people that are going to be in this group. Guys, that's like, quite honestly, it's like 10 parties with 5 people at each with follow-up. Okay, so I want to clarify that. It's not like 10 parties with 5 people each if you don't communicate whatsoever with them. With just dedicated follow-up, it can be like that. So, and you can have, you know, we all know you could have 3 to 4 parties in a row that don't sell anything, but it's all about those last few that really are get you your bang for the buck. So I'm going to have Whitney hop on really quick and share a couple of tips with us on how to make the most of this group. She's done several of these, and you guys, the last group she did like this, they had 28 new consultants join their team in 1 month. So when you use it the right way and you use the right follow-up, it's going to be really beneficial. So Whitney, I'll turn it over to you real quick.
Hey, and you know what? When you were saying that just now, it totally made me think, like when you said with the follow-up, I was like, oh yeah, because we could totally book 10 parties and then not show up ourselves. And so, you're not talking to the people that were prepared and ready to receive what it is that you have to offer. And guys, that's no different than just going through and adding a bunch of people to this group and then not doing the follow-up on the back end. So guys, we are working really hard as a VP team and as a group to make sure that the content that goes out there this week is honestly just setting everyone up for success. The comments that are in the comment section are like your clues to figuring out this guest or to figuring out this particular participant and how you can serve their needs. And it's just like what Carlita says all the time, what we hear Beth say all the time. It's not about just, hey, you ready to sign up and, place that 150 order. That is a complete turnoff to that person. But with small, consistent follow-up and you paying attention to the clues that they're dropping in the comment section, you get to make things much more personal. So you could utilize, at the end of the day, let me pause. At the end of the day, there's going to be a series of videos that are taking place in this group. And you are going to have a few people. You're going to have a few people that reach out to you after watching videos and saying, oh my gosh, I saw so-and-so's video. Can you tell me more about whatever, the primer? Can you tell me more about this? And they will seek you. But for the most part, the majority of the people that you add, you have to go after. So that is going to be made easier when you're aware of the posts that are being made and the comments that that person is making. So what I'm telling my team is that when you have someone who says yes, you have to have a running list. So don't just add people. You need a notebook with names. So at the end of every day or every other day, when you go to follow up, start at the top of your list and then go back through the post made that day and see what that person commented. So like, let's pretend Beth is my guest and it's the end of the night. I haven't heard a word from her all day. She hasn't private messaged me. We haven't chit chatted, but she's been participating in the group. So Beth's on my list. I'm going to look and I'm going to say, oh shoot, okay, how can I connect with Beth tonight? And then I'm going to say, okay, what was posted today and did Beth comment or engage or interact? Maybe I see that she threw up a heart on a makeup video. I'm going to say, oh, okay, well, she liked this video. And then maybe I see that she commented she loves liquid foundation. And then maybe I see that she commented on another post that she cannot go a day without mascara and bronzer and primer, whatever. So I'm going to customize my follow-up message at the end of the day and say, hey there, Beth, just wanted to touch base with you. The party kicked off today. It's been super fun. Is there anything that stood out to you? Or what are a couple of things that stood out to you about today? And I'm not asking her, hey, I saw that you commented you like mascara, primer, and foundation. Are you ready to order? That's like a surefire way to turn Beth off to not talk to me, because this is supposed to be light and fluffy and fun. And they're commenting with no strings attached. Because they're commenting, not expecting that we're going to hit them up and ask them if they want to purchase. That's not the way that we want to come off. It truly is, we want to connect with them and say, what were a couple things that stood out to you? That then gives Beth an opportunity to say, you know what, I watched a video today and I was completely blown away at blank. And then the conversation transpires and it takes place, and you get to say, you know what, I know that you would absolutely love this primer and this foundation and this mascara. I would love to customize a little package for you. Let me know if you would like a price check. So it's still just you're conversating. It's light, airy, and fluffy, no strings attached, balls in your court. You know, I know that you said you this stood out to you. Let me know if I can help you. No strings attached, right? So that can help you seal the deal with orders. Later on in the week, we're going to be doing a lot of talk about the business, of course. And this is where my team really just knocked it out of the park last time we did something like this. And this is where I want to encourage all of you guys to get as many people into this group as possible. Because our follow-up message last time we did something like this was honestly so simple. Or the message adding people was just like, hey, do you like Kate Spade? I would love to add you to a group. We're doing a fun giveaway. All you have to do is watch a video, no strings attached. And that is where we had so many people decide to become consultants because of what they saw in that group with the video. And the follow-up message, like, let's pretend it's Thursday and all of your VPs have went live and they've shared their stories and they've talked about this business and we've poured our hearts out. Your follow-up message, you know, after something like that would be kind of similar. It would just be like, hey there, Beth, just wanted to touch base with you. Today has been so inspiring. I'm not sure if you saw my friend, so whoever your RVP is, I'm not sure if you saw my friend Whitney share her story, but I've so enjoyed getting to know her through my Arbonne business. You know, is there anything that stood out to you about today, or what were a couple of things that really, you know, struck home with you? Like, we're just finding a way to conversate instead of being like sell, 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 push, push, push. So my goal is that through posting small, like, knowledgeable facts, and I think that you guys caught this with the foundation. I just briefly said what the liquid foundation does. I briefly said, you know, what the powder does, because after those live videos go off tonight, I want people to be like, oh shoot, you know, I think I need to try that. Or, oh, I should really try that mineral powder, you know, foundation. And my goal too is to post packages. Beth, I know we haven't chatted about this, but to post packages if people want that option. But I just want you guys to know through private conversation, it's going to take daily consistent follow-up on your end. You're not just going to add people to this group and sell 5 RE9 sets that just like fall into your lap. It's not going to happen. It's going to take you talking to that person, getting to know that person, and being consistent about it. Even if, like, let's say I follow up with Beth tonight and she doesn't respond to me, then I'm going to send her a message tomorrow and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I'm sure you had a chance to check out yesterday's videos, but let me tell you, today's my favorite. It's Timeless Tuesday. Check out the videos or check out the post. I know you're going to love it. So your excitement sets the bar for that person. Your tone sets the bar for them wanting to be involved, wanting to be engaged, wanting to participate. So Beth, I don't even have any notes. I'm just like talking. What else do you want me to share? Like, as I, you know, have little tips and stuff, I'll forward them to the group. And I think, Beth, you're chatting with your region and other regions are chatting with their region. And we'll definitely keep that up too, to help everyone know what next.
That was perfect. Guys, one of the biggest things I want to challenge you all to do is to stay connected, because we are getting daily ideas. And I saw every single one of your VP post the verbiage that Whitney posted this morning about, you know, remembering, you know, what to remember with our customers. And I just want to encourage you guys to all take full advantage of this. And our goal is 2,000 and we've passed 1,000, but our goal as a VP team and as an organization is to have 2,000 people, at least 2,000 people in this group by the end of the week. And, you know, I think that information is going to be there forever. So there's these people we're going to be able to follow up with for a long time. You know, I was just sharing with someone that I had a party a couple months ago that did not have any results at the time, but I got 2 phone numbers from that. And one of these people is meeting with me about the business this week. So follow up, follow up, follow up. So just remember, the more, the merrier when it comes to having results. So like Whitney said, don't expect everybody to buy an RE9 set in the sense of, hey, I just added them to the group. And you guys, this is the name of the game when it comes to Arbonne. One of our secrets to success, which it's not a secret, is follow-up. With follow-up, we see results. Tracking things as well. What we track grows. So I loved Whitney's idea. Get a notebook. Definitely write down every single person's name, because I know in my head, if I don't have it written down, I don't have anybody to follow up with. Does that make sense? If it's not written down, we don't have anybody to follow up with. So if you haven't done this yet, which I have to raise my hand and say, I have not done this yet. So I've got to go back and make a list of everybody that I have added, who has accepted it and who's participating in it. But if you do it every night, like Whitney said, it's not going to feel overwhelming, because we are counting on you guys to help us, because we are such a large group and every VP does not know all of your clients and friends' names. So it's going to be, we're at the end of the week, like Saturday, we're going to be reaching out to everybody asking, hey, send us your tally, you know, how many people, and then we're going to raffle. That's when we're going to raffle off these things. So we want to give you an idea of like the different bags. So each bag comes with products. Okay, so just FYI, we're working on the details of that, but we are going to ask the winner what his or her preference is. So if they prefer, you know, we'll ask makeup, bath and body, skincare, or nutrition. And so we're going to gift them the area of preference they have. So if they say nutrition, we're going to gift them nutrition products. So you can let your customers know, say, that's awesome. Guys, guess what? When you're the winner, not only do you get the cute bag, but you get to tell us your preference: makeup, skincare, bath and body, or nutrition. And so they get to pick their preference. They don't get to pick the products, but they get to pick their preference in the category. Okay, Terry, where'd you go, Terry? I know you had something to say.
Yeah, and you guys, this is just a tip for those of you that are like, well, I don't know who to invite. I don't know how to do it. You guys, that was me. And honestly, Beth made a really good point. If you have clients and PCs that are already clients and PCs, don't invite them. I mean, invite them to the group, add them to the group, not invite them, but just send them a little text. Some of the verbiage that Whitney sent said, hey, you're a preferred client of mine. I'm so excited about the education that we're going to be talking about this week. I added you to this group, and it's all about this Arbonne products and how you can maximize your benefits with them. So I missed the boat on that, because this is my first group like this too, you guys. So just know, like, anyone that's a client, that's the first people you want to put into this group, and you want to just send them a little note letting you know. And then secondly, you can reach out to people that you've exposed Arbonne to. It's just, so don't feel like you don't have anyone to invite. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyone that's bought Arbonne from you, that's who you add first.
Amen. I'm glad you brought that up, because that is definitely, I went through the ad list, the invite list, and you know how it brings up people you might know or whatever? Like, there were so many people, like there were lots of people in my organization that don't actively build the business, but I call them wholesale consultants. I consider them my clients still. They place a random order here and there, but they're not actively building. I added all of those folks, all the preferred clients that I'm friends with. I added anybody who's been kind of on the fence about joining my business. I added them that. And really, my customers, it's a given. They want free products. Like, there's no question. Like, if they can get free products, they're all about that. But the people who were like on the fence about the business, I just, like Terry said, sent them a quick message. Hey, I just added to this really cool group. It's going to be lots of great information about our products, education about all that. And so for everybody, oh my gosh, thank you for thinking of me. Like, that's awesome. I can't wait. So, Whitney, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, and I posted this to the Nation page while Beth was out of town this weekend, but when you do that, like when you go through and you just automatically add your clients or, you know, wholesale consultants in your business, and you send that verbiage, hey, I just added you to this really cool group, make sure you attach the link to the group. And I posted that in the Nation page. And here's why, guys, because if we just, the more simplistic we make it, the more people are going to say yes and join. So if they're like, oh, here's the link, all I have to do is just click on it right here. And I just say, here's the link, just accept or just join the group that I added you to. the other thing that I was going to say, and you guys, I don't make a big deal out of this. Like, there's no like crazy awesome verbiage or anything. I usually, when I do a group like this, I post to my timeline, like, because this is just a week, I'm only going to post once to my timeline. And I post once to my timeline so that people can see that I've got a fun giveaway going on. You don't need to give a ton of information. So guys, the best thing about these groups are the excitement and the suspense and the fact that they don't really know what bag is for what or what gifts are in what. It's just, oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's free Kate Spade. I'm going to do whatever I can to win. And that's going to encourage them to participate because they don't know which bag goes for what, right? So it's all just this huge ball of excitement. So I post once, and the reason why I post once is because it gives me the excuse to send a ton of messages on my Facebook that says, hey, Beth, I'm not sure if you saw my post, but I'm doing a super fun giveaway, and then explaining what's going on. And I use that a lot. I use that a lot as an excuse just to reach out. Like, hey, I don't know if you saw my post or not, but I have the super fun giveaway going on. I would love to add you. Do you like Kate Spade? And then they're like, yeah, oh my gosh, I love Kate Spade. I'm like, perfect. I just added you to the group. Here's the link, accept the invite, and then I tag them. And that was the other thing I was going to say. No matter what day of the week you're adding people, always, always, always go back to that very first post where we had them turn on all notifications and tag them in that first. You don't have to tag them in every single post. If you just tag them in the one that says turn on all notifications, that's going to help you do a lot of your job. It's going to do a lot of the job for you. I typically, as a rule of thumb, will tag someone a couple of times when the group is first getting kicked off, but don't feel like you have to tag your people in every single post every single day. Just a couple times to get the ball rolling. Their notifications are turned on and they're going to be actively participating.
Yeah, and that's a good point, guys. On our Facebook page too, our team page, you need to turn your notifications on that too, because Facebook has them automatically set to the second one. It's not automatically set to all notifications.
Yep.
So that might be why, if you were wondering, why didn't I see that announcement that Whitney made or Beth made? Just because you have highlights on and not all notifications. So that's a good point to bring up that. Does anybody have any questions?
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Kristen.
Are we, I jumped on a little bit late, but at the end of the week, I get that I listened to Whitney say that we're going to follow up with them every day and, touch base and, about the posts that we have. But at the end of the week, are we responsible for the people that we've added to the group to give you guys numbers? Yes. For the that was the beginning of the call, what I need to keep track of.
Yeah, so in your notebook, write down a list of names, and
right.
Then what you could do is just write tally mark. So if you see in that post, if somebody comments, because I think every post says, comment below and you get entries. So there's going to be quite a bit more when we have people watching about the business. And Friday is going to be our grand finale in the sense of what Arbonne has to offer on Friday and us wrapping up the week. So there will be different types of little incentives for getting their order in right then and there to you and things like that throughout that day. Because obviously Friday is close day in the sense of paycheck day, right? We know November 30th on Saturday is technically close day for the month, but Friday is close day for getting a check on Tuesday. So we definitely want to help people. So they get extra entries for signing up as a consultant, signing up as a preferred client with a specific order. So yes, to answer your question, just to track and tally mark next to their names, how many entries they have for each thing that they commented on. That's obviously, maybe we'll figure out a better system in the future, but right now we are 100% reliant upon you guys because we don't know who belongs to who.
Okay, so we make a list of all of the people that we've invited, and then we go through every day and look at the posts that were posted. Yes. And write down okay, so-and-so commented and she gets 5 entries or whatever it is for that. And then at the end of the week, like Friday morning, we need to like, or
No, Saturday.
get all of that.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, we won't be drawing anything on Friday because we'll still be actively, you know, giving out. I mean, that group will be active. It'll be active forever, but it'll be active in the sense of we won't close out till that close day closes out
Okay.
on Friday.
And
I don't have.
and how many posts?
Go ahead.
How many posts are we going to be doing a day? Because I know that there's a couple up already.
Yeah, there's we're not sure. We have at least, I think, 4 lives going to happen today. So they are going to be short and sweet. I'll give you an idea what they are so you guys know ahead of time. So we have a makeup professional, thank you, Erin, who's going to be sharing her tips as a makeup professional, why she believes this makeup is the best thing. We have someone over 50 going to be sharing why she thinks our makeup's the best. Then we have Terry Wilson and her sweet teenage daughter who's going to be sharing why her daughter's going to be sharing why she loves makeup as a teenager. So we're trying to hit all those age groups so that people can kind of find something that falls in love with them. So those are going to be, so what you guys could do right now is you could send out a message to everybody who is a part of the group, like, hey guys, make sure you're active on there today. There's going to be some incredible lives. And depending on your customer and the age group that they are, that kind of helps you get an idea as well to prep them. And I love too, like whatever they comment, and like what Wendy was sharing earlier about depending on what they comment will help you give an idea of like, you know, how to follow up with them too, because if they share, you know, their favorite makeup things or whatever that might be, then that will help kind of give you an idea of what to say. And I wrote that down, like instead of saying, are you ready to order? What were a couple things that stood out to you in that video, or what was your favorite thing today? What did some of the stuff like shock you? What, you know, things like that, you know, to get the conversation started and not going straight into, hey, you ready to order? I can pick your foundation out for you right now, because really what we're hoping to do and our plan is to invite people into the Arbonne world. And that's why we're inviting them into these greener products to help them switch from something they might be using to what we have. And so each day, like tomorrow is Timeless Tuesday, so we will be emphasizing skincare. And you'll hear from different age groups in that as well. Then Wednesday is obviously Wellness Wednesday, perfect timing right before Thanksgiving. And then Thursday, just to give you an idea what that is, it's a Because of Arbonne. So this is where you're going to hear, this is where all of our customers and friends and family are going to hear different leaders go live and share a quick, we're trying to do our best to keep each live under 3 minutes. So it's going to be a quick, and they'll have their job description, like if it was Kim Ford, nurse, mom of 2, and then her Because of Arbonne. So you'll hear that all throughout the day. And so we want to invite our customers to be engaged in that as well. And of course, Friday, like I said, will be Arbonne's Black Friday special, which is only one day. So it's just a 1-day Black Friday special, Arbonne, and then we'll use that as a way to wrap up the week. Okay. And guys, I know I had mentioned just closing out the month strong. So I really want to encourage you. I mean, we really, as an organization, could, well, we can 100% break a record this month as an organization. And so I just want to really encourage you guys is when, you know, where are you from the goal that you had on November 1st? And some of you have surpassed it, so maybe it's time to adjust the goal to something bigger. And we have 6 days left in the month, which is an eternity when it comes to Arbonne. Like what can be done in 6 to 7 days is insanity. So I want to encourage you to be thinking about not December 1st. You can definitely be thinking about December when it comes to booking activity, because we definitely want to, you know, load our bases there. But I want you to be in the now, like in November, because that is what is going to help build your December. What we have this week, I mean, make it your goal that you walk away with 3 new business builders launching in the month of December. But quite honestly, if you had 3 people today decide, hey, I want to jump on board this business, we can help them get into qualification for district and wrap it up in the month of December and then some. So being in the now is my biggest tip on closing strong. The people who struggle to close strong are not in the now. It's busy and yesterday work, or busy and what's going to happen next month, and instead of focusing on what's right in front of me. So I really want to just encourage you guys to walk out the door, get off this computer, with the goal to have at least 50 people in this group, and with the follow-up, but also any other activity you can book. On top of that, Black Friday and the day after are great party days. These are great opportunities for one-on-ones. Our next 30-day group starts on December 2nd, and it's the last 30-day group of the year. So we only do one in the month of December. So that's coming quick. And you're going to hear on Wellness Wednesday, we have lots of fun ideas for folks who don't want to do a full 30-day. There's going to be lots of tips for folks who just want to get, maybe they want to get 2 weeks in the month of December, or maybe they just want to get 10 days in. So that's why we want to get anybody and everybody, especially those folks that are like, I can't do a 30-day right now because of the holidays. Get them in that group, and it will help open it up. So thank you, Whitney, for helping us. I know she's got to get the kiddo. She's been such a champ in helping us with this whole program, since it's been a new thing and a new concept for the rest of us. Does anybody else have any questions or comments?